Welcome to Making Dance Possible for All. I am Juliet Diener, the founder and CEO of icandance, a charity which offers dance and performance opportunities for children and young people with varying needs.
And I'm Peter Laycock, Head of Creative Programs at icandance. Thanks for joining us today to think about making dance possible for all. Why do we dance?
Well, I know for me, dance has always been part of my life. Dance is a way in which I experience the world and relate with others. Coming from a more formal dance background, I enjoyed the structure. But recently, I'm really loving exploring more expressive, creative, flowing movements. Dance enables me to be playful in who I am and playful in my relationships.
I suppose, similar to Juliet, I dance because I always have done. I started formal dance lessons when I was young, but the older I get, the more I'm interested in dance as a form of individual creative expression than I am about it being getting the steps right or remembering the routine perfectly.
So, what is dance?
Well, regardless of the style or origins of a dance, it's basically the body moving in a stylized way. This might be rhythmically or to music, following a set sequence of movements, or creatively to express an idea. But really, all dance can be broken down into a few basic elements. Actions, what the body is doing. Dynamics, how the body is moving. Space, where the body is moving. And relationships, what or whom the body is moving with, such as a prop, a costume, or another dancer.
What does dance offer us?
Well, firstly, it's a great way to exercise. It needs no special equipment, and if we focus on what each individual body can do, it's a physical activity everybody can experience, and in their own way. It also offers an outlet for artistic expression.
I really love the idea of that dance can happen anywhere and in any place. Imagining it just happening in your kitchen or in your lounge, which we've all had to adapt to over Zoom. At icandance, we focus on three core principles around what dance offers, and they are creativity, learning, and well-being. Creativity embodies the expressive part of the dance, the ability to create and express ourselves through various dancer movements. The learning focuses on the specific steps that we may be learning or taking on new skills specific to the dance experience. It also focuses on other skills that we may learn, like social skills, turn taking, and various others. And the well-being element focuses on the fact that we know that dance offers an ability to express our inner world, that dance is a healing art and has the power to be able to help us to feel good and feel better.
Who is dance for?
So dance is for everyone. And that's our message for you today, is that absolutely everyone can dance. And we as audience members should welcome the variety of dance. So dance isn't just about who dances, but it is also about us as audience members welcoming varieties of different types of dancing. So dance is for everyone, and we hope that you'll be able to apply some of these principles to who you work with.
The icandance approach.
So thinking about our specific approach at icandance, the logo helps us think a little bit about how we approach dance. Firstly, thinking about the I. We very much focus on an individual experience. Whilst we are a group and a community, we never forget that there are individuals with identified needs. We work with those needs to make sure that the dance can be accessible. The can, absolutely believing that it is possible and that no matter the dancer's needs, we can find ways of them accessing and contributing to the dance experience. The fluidity of the ribboned dancer helps us to remember that dance is about flow, shaping, and movement, and that as we do this together, we can explore creativity, learning, and well-being within dancers with a variety of needs. So to consider further our approach at icandance, we're going to introduce you to one of our dancers named Ellie. Ellie is a young woman who has been diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Ellie doesn't have any cognitive needs, but her physical disabilities really needs to be thought about in the dance studio and how we can make it as accessible as possible. So we followed a few steps to be able to support her dance experience. Firstly, we wanted to get to know who she is as a dancer, find out who she is in a person and what her likes, her dislikes, how she experiences the dance space, what happens in her day-to-day life. Building this trusting relationship enables us to understand how Ellie experiences the world better. What did we see? We really took the opportunity to observe Ellie, to allow her into the dance space just to be free, to not put any direction at first, but then just to observe and see how she explored moving in the space, how she related with others, how she worked with her different needs, how she used her sticks, or how she worked with other support workers. What do we feel? So as we observed Ellie, we really considered what came up for us in the emotion of watching her. One thing we really realized is that Ellie was experiencing a lot of fear in the dance space. And this was strongly related to her fear of falling, especially because the dancers around her were moving at a much faster pace. Those types of things were really important to observe and helped us to consider how we then applied different tools to be able to help her to access the dance space. So what we did after getting to know Ellie and understanding that she needed to be part of the process of decision making, observing her ways of movement and what was best for her, and what we felt around her anxieties within the dance space, we created an approach that worked for her following those steps of helping her to be a dance partner, working with ways of choreographing steps that enabled her range of movement to be considered, and to consider developing and working with the fears around the dance. This was very much catered for through the community experience by talking and reflecting with the other dancers in the space and helping them make sure that they were part of Ellie's process. By applying this, Ellie was able to access the dance space and she was really able to grow in confidence. Her confidence grew to such a point that she was able to perform with some professional dancers. And we're now going to see her perform a piece that was created with the Ballet Boys. I just love watching that piece and seeing Ellie just be so happy in how she is performing and experiencing this wonderful dance partnership with the ballet boys. As you could see, we really identified ways of helping the dance to be as accessible for Ellie as possible, even to using the ballet bar so that she could experience some independence, whilst also relying on the partnerships of the professional dancers. Most importantly, it was about being able to help Ellie to build her confidence, to consider how we felt and she felt through the dance experience, and helping her to feel that she was confident enough to experience her performance on stage and to shine.
We hope that you'll be able to apply some of the icandance approach when you're working with your pupils. The key thing is to start with the individual dancer and focus on what they can do and how the elements of dance can be adapted to offer them ways into creative expression.
We really hope that you'll be able to apply some of these with your young people. Do get in touch if you'd like any support in developing your ideas at info@icandance.org.uk. Good luck.